Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So a number of people have asked me recently if they should sell their VVS and buy into something else like Mad Meerkat Finance, Beefy Finance or Single Finance or any of the other dApps on the Kronos network. In this video I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing with my VVS and why. I'll also be doing the draw for the 3 million VVS token giveaway. So I've collated all of the names of the people who've commented on the Elon Musk video, and I'll be using an online randomiser to pick 3 lucky winners. So stay tuned for that later on in the video. Now, as many of you know, the price of VVS has been on the decline for weeks now. There's so much speculation about this and lots of fear, uncertainty and doubt, or what's commonly known as FUD. Now, I'm not really keen on these kind of terms, but reluctantly use them to get the point across. In any case, it's easy to understand why people are feeling this way, especially if they've invested a lot of their money into VVS. Now, I personally haven't bought many VVS tokens. Most of the VVS that I do have is from farming. I've got about 2.6 million coins in my wallet that I've harvested from farms. This is approximately $85. I've got around $417 in the Crow VVS liquidity farm, which I guess is roughly $208 worth of VVS tokens if I were to withdraw liquidity. And I've got approximately 1.2 million VVS staked in the Auto VVS mine, which is roughly $40. So in total, I've got about $330 worth of VVS, $85 in my wallet, $208 tied up in liquidity pools and $40 in the mines. Not a massive amount, but it was obviously worth much more a few weeks ago. So what are my options from here? Well, there are a lot of things that I could do. For example, I could swap my VVS for a different coin, something much more promising and guaranteed to make me a profit and claw back what I've lost. If there was such a guarantee, which there isn't. I could accept the loss, convert my VVS to fiat and run for the hills. I could withdraw all of my VVS liquidity and throw it into something else like the aforementioned Mad Meerkat Finance and see if I can claw back my losses there. And to be honest, I have heard really good things about Mad Meerkat Finance, with many people saying that they've made really good profits in a very short time. Now, the last option I have is to leave my money staked into VVS and wait it out. And hopefully there'll be a turnaround with VVS and I'll eventually make a profit. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to leave my money exactly where it is. As I've said before, a loss is only a loss when you sell an asset for less than you paid for it. If I sell off my VVS now, then I've definitely made a loss. If I hold it, then I haven't lost anything until I do sell it. So you might ask, why wouldn't I do what others have done and sell my VVS and put the money into something else and try and get those losses back? Well, I could, but where is the guarantee that whatever I put my money into is going to go up in price? There isn't a guarantee. What might happen is that I move my money from one project into another project, and then that project also starts losing me money. Chasing losses is never a good idea, but this is what a lot of people do when they start seeing their investments dwindle. They'll take their money out of one project and put it into another one that they've read about or that they've watched a YouTube video about. And then when that one starts to decline, then they'll do the same and they'll take it out of that project and put it into another project. Rinse and repeat. Invariably what happens is they just end up losing all of the money chasing their APYs. And there's just so many investors chasing APYs looking to get rich quick. But they end up losing all their money because they're not settled in one particular project. Don't be one of these investors. Know what you're investing in and stay with it for the duration. So that's all well and good me saying that, but what do you do if you've got money invested into something and it's on a constant downward trajectory? Surely there must come a point when the loss becomes unacceptable and you have to sell. Well, the answer to that isn't as straightforward as you might think, and it depends on a number of variables. The most obvious variable is to ask yourself, what is your purpose for investing into any particular project? Are you short-term trading or long-term holding? Now, if you're short-term trading, then you may decide that you're prepared to invest into a project for a certain amount of weeks before cutting your losses and pulling your money out. Or you may decide that you're prepared to lose a certain percentage of your investment before pulling your money out. Now these are obviously terms that you'll impose upon yourself based on what suits you personally. Now if you're long-term holding in a project, then you'll obviously just leave your money where it is and let it do its thing. With both strategies, you should have done plenty of research and plenty of due diligence before investing your money into any project at all. So before you decide to sell your VVS, you need to ask yourself why you got into it in the first place. Was it a short-term trade or a long-term hold? Now if it was a short-term trade, then have you gone past the time limit that you would impose upon yourself before cutting your losses? Or if you are working on a percentage loss basis, have you gone beyond that? Now I expect the answer to the second question is yes, you have gone beyond that, what you would deem a reasonable percentage loss, because most of us here are down 50% or more in VVS. So you then need to decide if you're prepared to take a loss of over 50%, or if you want to hold on to your investment and see what happens. The next question you should ask yourself is, what is your appetite for risk? Ask yourself, what can you afford to lose? What are you prepared to lose? How would it affect you if you lost everything that you've invested? Would it affect anybody else in your life? Now, for some perspective, if the price of VVS dropped to zero and I lost everything that I've got invested in it, I'd be okay with it. I wouldn't be happy, but I'd be okay with it. I understand the risk and I've accepted it as a possibility. Now, I don't think this will happen with VVS, but if it does, then I'm okay with it. But that's just me. How would you feel about it? Would it affect you in any way? Financially, emotionally, mentally, physiologically, or even physically? Would it cause you hardship? Would it cause you family issues or work issues? There's so much more to consider when investing. It's not just a case of putting in some money and waiting for the profits to roll in. It's not just financial, but it's psychological too. So you need to take a balanced approach. On top of that, there are obviously different types of investments: cryptocurrencies, stocks, bonds, etc., etc. And then within each of those, there are different ways to invest your money. Some have higher risk than others. Now, when it comes to cryptocurrency, you could put your money into a stable coin, stake it and earn interest. Fairly low risk, but also fairly low returns. Or you could put your money into a liquidity pair like Crow VVS and earn far greater rewards. But then of course the risks are also much higher, as many of you watching this video probably found out. There's also a big risk when investing into brand new projects like VVS or the DAOs that I've mentioned in other videos. Wonderland Time, for example, pays massive APYs for staking on their app. The downside is the risk is far greater. Diamond Bank DAO, which I've recently done an overview of, looks like a very promising platform to invest in. However, the risk of investing into a brand new platform that you have very little knowledge of is high. That's why the rewards that they'll be offering will match the risk. Now you can see my overview of Diamond Bank DAO by clicking the link above. So how can we minimize this risk? Simple, we diversify. This means that we don't put all of our money into one coin or platform or stock, but we spread it across many. We put the majority of our money into projects that are much more stable, and we invest a smaller percentage into higher risk projects. Now this leads me on to the term of the week, and this week's term of the week is diversification. Diversification is the practice of spreading your investment across various assets so that your risk exposure is limited. This practice is designed to help reduce the volatility of your portfolio over time. Investors should never put all their eggs into one basket. This is a central thesis on which the concept of diversification lies. To achieve a diversified portfolio, it's wise to invest across multiple asset classes. For low risk, the majority of your investments should be put into savings accounts, ETFs and dividend paying stocks, and a smaller amount saved for high risk assets that offer high rewards, such as cryptocurrency, liquidity mining and alt and meme coins. I've said this in multiple videos, but it's definitely worth reiterating. I don't think VVS is a scam. I think it's a solid token with lots of potential, but it's still in its infancy. Now, I'm not a spokesperson for VVS, as some might think, and I could be completely wrong about its potential. I can only tell you what my thoughts are on it and what I'm doing with my investment. I'm not advising you to do the same. The same thing can be said for any of the projects that I mention on this channel, Wonderland Time and the upcoming Diamondback DAO. They're projects that I personally want to invest into, and I understand the risks. Now I'll show you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and the results, good or bad. If they fail and I lose money, then that's okay. I'm aware of the risk, but I'm only investing what I can afford to lose in these projects. I will also be diversifying and making less risky investments to complement the high risk investments. And if you want to minimize your exposure to risk, then you should also diversify and take a balanced view of your investments, and you won't go far wrong. I hope you guys found that useful and that it gives you something to think about and to consider when investing into any project. Now on to the VVS giveaway. So I want to thank everybody who's subscribed and everybody who took part in the giveaway. Let's jump over to the randomizer and pick some winners. So here we are on the Elon Musk video, and down below we can see all the people who've commented on this video. Now what I've done is I've selected all of these names individually like this, and I've copied them into this Excel spreadsheet here. So hopefully if you commented in the last week, your name will be in this list. That's all the people there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this list as a text file. So let's choose text here. We'll choose VVS giveaway names and we'll save that to the desktop. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come across to this website here, which is a online randomizer. I'm going to choose the file, which should be on my desktop here, giveaways. We've got all the names here and we're ready to pick a random name. So let's go. Let's choose the first random winner. Drum roll please. And our first winner is William Lou 86. So congratulations William Lou. Details will be coming up next on how you can claim your prize. On to the second winner. So let's click another random name. Drum roll. And the second winner is Valal Raja. So congratulations to Valal. You've also won yourself 1 million VVS tokens. And the third and final winner of the 1 million VVS giveaway is, drum roll please. And the third winner is Sotong Hihi. So well done to Sotong. Details coming up how you can claim your prize. Congratulations to all you guys and thank you again for entering. So congratulations to you guys. In order to claim your prize, all you have to do is send me an email to the address listed on the about page of my channel and tell me your YouTube username and your VVS wallet address. I'll then reply and give you a phrase to leave in a comment on this video. This is just so I can make sure that the email address and the username match. Once validated, I will send you 1 million VVS tokens. It's that simple. Don't forget to check out my video on Diamondback, linked above, and I'll see you soon in another video. Thanks for watching.